the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running to the left. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Golden Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The lone back's got it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
And the Golden Bears need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a... situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And it's no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Not finding any running room, and I think that loss is going to give back what they gained on the previous play, and now it's third down.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on first down TFL, second down TFL. Now you set up third and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
And the Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The RPO, it's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion.
At the 47-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. Will take the penalty. And the Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Moore to the air. Finds his big tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Fires to the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they have converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Ducks will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's take a minute and talk about Cal. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always point to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
All right, they get the completion, don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Power football with the run. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. That throw and catch a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much.
Going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Ducks send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football. Put a nice drive.
Looking deep down the right side. Caught at the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers and so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He turns this into a nice game and gets down to avoid the hit.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Into the house. Touchdown, Cal!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get...
Breaks into the open. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Moore will throw. Bring in the heat. He's going to run. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Golden Bears. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. UCF is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. They're trailing by 11 to Texas Tech. for now, it's back to you fellas. But, of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry up.
On the play. Good enough for a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Did the work himself. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Throw toward the sidelines is caught, but it's out of bounds and incomplete. Second down coming.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
From the gun, give on the inside.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll close the gap to 14.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off play action on first down. Looking for a deep man. Finds a spot in the middle. Finds a seam. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
And so many... the safeties tell the tape, and that's what QBs are studying and reading, and he drops back, and you could tell he sees his receiver coming from the right side, and he knows exactly where he's going to end up with that post, pushes the ball down the field for the big play, got the safety out of position, made the big touchdown throw.
17, Oregon, 10.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. He'll keep it himself. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with it.
Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
Trying to set up the screen. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
They'll try the run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. That one comes out hot down the right side.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the... Fourth down coming up. And the Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him just short of the first down. Just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing it. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Ducks will hustle to the line. The corners are walked up tight. Right back to the well. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Sends it back in motion. Moore to the air. Pocket breaking down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, man, you're set up. You're in great position. The offense driving the ball down the field. You get in the red. You got to make something positive happen, Palmer. And that's not what they were looking for.
No, turnovers. That's why that's a key statistic when it comes to winning and losing football games. But it couldn't have come at a worse time, as you just mentioned, David. Down at this area of the field, situationally, when you're trailing, you simply can't have a mistake like that. And that's the difference between good teams and bad teams.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first. Marker, he's a yard short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The inside handoff. Turning it on. Got the 1st down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. play. Quarterback keeps it.
Run play with the quarterback. Game over. Brings up second down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from us.
Moore will throw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll send out the kicker here. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And now on second down for this offense. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to swing it on second down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Morris. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's James.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Bears look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He couldn't quite get loose on that. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Moore to the air. Plucks it out of the air. Shakes off the defender. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches. But I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dylan Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David, so that's where my eyes were at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with Lanning. winning and continuing to bring in high recruiting classes, but breaking through and getting that first national title. They're on the precipice. Is this the year?
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Brings up second down.
That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
17,
So the final period starts with a second down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
brings up second down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Hand off from the shotgun. He has the 1st and still on his feet. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cal! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to add another. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be knocked down. Looking for space. It's Hughes. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Ocean from the wideout. Moore will throw. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have great timing when you're throwing these out routes. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. Nice job getting his feet in bounds.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quick release on the RPO. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
And that's good enough.
And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The hand to the running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Moore to the air. Right down the middle. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. With the run on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. Back to pass. Touchdown, Oregon! Fitted in the window for the score. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Under fire. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down. I think the offense is going to pick up the first down, but defense was offside. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Snagged in the middle. It's James. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Leaves it with the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense. clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Golden Bears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll do it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the fourth quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
The Golden Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Line gets set, 1st down. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The quarterback takes a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.